Good afternoon, all. Yesterday we have seen the test cross, out cross. Fine. Now today we will discuss the Punnett square. Actually, Reginald Punnett, Reginald Punnett named scientist, discovered this method that is known as Punnett square. Fine. So, in which type we have to draw the chart? What is the rule for drawing the Punnett square? Fine. Reginald Punnett discovered Punnett square method. So as you know that in P generation see, actually this is the monohybrid experiment revision, but monohybrid experiment, fine, we can revise this with the help of the Punnett square. So P generation, which plants we have selected? Capital T as a male plant, cross with small t, that is female plant. Fine. Very easy, you understand it properly. So here this is tall plant and this is dwarf plant. So you know that in the P generation we have formed the gametes. So here segregation occurs. So capital T are fused together and both are separated from each other. So now I can directly draw the F1 generation Punnett square. F1 generation. See, here you draw this square here like this. Fine, and you make a 4 parts here. So on any side, on one side you write the gametes. Okay, here I can now remove this. So here this is the gametes of this tall plant. So what I can write here, capital T and capital T. Fine. So these are the two gametes of the tall plant. Understand? So on the one side of the Punnett square, we have to draw the gametes of the one plant. So here what I can do, here I can write small t. So here in square the alphabets are matched together. So here capital T small t is there, here capital T small t is there, here capital T small t. How? So here see that capital T is small t, here capital T small t. Fine. This line is with this small t and this line is with capital T, and here capital T small t here and here capital T small t here. Fine. So in F1 generation what we can write, that all plants are tall and heterozygous condition and 100%. Fine. So next sentence what we write, so here this is the F1 generation Punnett square, you can draw this one. Fine. Now next sentence, you know that in F1 generation, if self fertilization occurs, so now you know that in F1 generation, which two plants we can select? Capital T, small t crossed with capital T, small t. As you know that here we can take this plant as a male plant. So capital T, small t is the genotype and phenotype is tall plant. Here this is the female plant and this is also tall plant. Fine. So for this we can draw the Punnett square in this way. So here F2 generation, so F2 generation Punnett square. So this tall plant produces the two gametes. One is capital T and another is small t, right? And here this tall plant produces the two gametes. Which two gametes? Capital T and another is small t. Now you understand properly that here this capital T is now with this capital T. So here capital T is there. Here small t with capital T. So capital T, small t there. Here capital T with small t. And here small t is with small t. So result is same. So here what we write? Genotypic ratio. Genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. Means capital T is to capital T, small t is to small t, small t. Fine. Whereas phenotypic ratio is 3:1. So how the 3:1? So tall plant is to dwarf plant. Fine. So here you write the monohybrid experiment in this way. So here I have written that Reginald Punnett, and here instead of that if you write that monohybrid experiment, so you add here suppose the plant character is length of the stem and capital T is tall and it is dominant and small t is dwarf and it is recessive, and then you draw the chart of this way. Fine. So now 3:1 ratio, how it will come? Fine. That is explained by the one polynomial. So here we can take the one polynomial ax plus by square. You know that a plus b whole square, a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. It is very easy to understand. So in this way, here you can take this polynomial and here a value equal to 1 by 2, 50 percentage, because see here, for example, you say that tall plant in that two gametes are there, capital T and small t. So gametes are two, but only one is able to fertilize. So 50 percentage chance of the capital T fertilize with the 50 percentage chance of the small t, and in this way 25 percentage possibility that is a formation of the zygote here. So this all the squares in the Punnett square, this all the squares in the Punnett square consist zygote formation, the type of the zygote. And if the space is there, then you also write the phenotype here. For example, tall, 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 like that. Tall, 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 and dwarf. You can write like that. Fine. So here, 50% chance is of this any one gamete. Two gametes are formed, so 50% chance of the fertilization of the one gamete and 50% chance of the another gamete. That's why here A and B value is half. So A you will take as a half, X can be taken as a capital T, B is half, and Y can be taken as a small t. So X is dominant character and Y is recessive character. So now you know that here what happened. Now let me continue with this. You know that AX plus BY square is equal to what? AX whole square plus 2 AX BY plus BY whole square. Now you can expand it. A square x square plus 2ab xy plus b square y square. Clear? Now put the value of a, x, b and y here. So a value is 1 by 2. Fine. So 1 by 2 square, x is capital T, a is 1 by 2, b is also 1 by 2, x is capital T and y is small t, and b square, so 1 by 2 whole square and y square, that is small t square. Fine. See the value like this. Now calculate it. 1 by 2 square means 1 by 4 t square, that is written as a capital T, capital T. Now here you know that 2 will cut. Now remains 1 by 2 and plus sign is here. So plus 1 by 2 capital T small t, and here same way 1 by 2 square means 1 by 4 small t. Yes, if you know that 1 by 4 is nothing but 25% chance of capital T that you know it very well by this one. Yes, you know this. Fine. So in F2 generation, how the 3:1 ratio come. So here this explains that how the 1:2:1 ratio will come. Fine. So here 1 by 4 capital T, this indicates that 25% chance of the homozygous tall plant. 1 by 2 means 50% chance of the capital T small t. So this is heterozygous tall. Fine. and 1 by 4, that is 25% chance of the small t. So here you know that phenotype. So this is homozygous dominant, this is heterozygous tall plant, and this is homozygous dwarf plant, that is recessive. So this many portion you have to add in the monohybrid experiment. Fine. So you have to explain the Punnett square, how it is drawn, which are the rules for this. Fine. And how the 3:1 ratio will come. Genotype is 1:2:1 and phenotypical ratio is 3:1. And this all information is very, very important for explanation of the monohybrid experiment. Then you know that test cross and out cross, we don't have to write that. The law of inheritance. After completion of the Mendel experiment, monohybrid experiment, there are two laws of inheritance. Laws of inheritance by Mendel. Fine, 2 marks. So if monohybrid experiment will be asked in 4 marks, don't write these laws. But here there are two laws of inheritance. First law, is law of dominance. And second law is law of segregation. So law of inheritance given by Mendel for monohybrid experiment, you can write this two laws. Law of dominance, what you have to write in this? You have to give the definition, what is dominant and what is recessive. So here what we can write, the character which is shown by the plant, it is known as dominant character, and the character which is not shown by the plant, it is known as recessive character. And the most important thing is this, in F1 generation, capital T plant produces the two gametes. Sorry, in F1 generation, capital T small t plant produce the two gametes, which are this capital T and small t. In another, when we do the self fertilization, so in another plant, same two types of the gametes are formed. One is capital T and another is small t. So two gametes fertilize with the two gametes in 4 ways. So which 4 gametes are formed? Capital T, 2 are capital T small t, and 1 is small t. So in this way, in F2 generation, 3:1 phenotypic ratio is obtained. Fine. So law of dominance explain that phenotypic ratio 3:1 is obtained out in F2 generation. This is the most important MCQ. So frequently asked MCQ in the exam, that which law represent that in F2 generation 3:1 ratio is obtained. And now the law of segregation. Find C. Law of segregation is also known as law of purity of gamete. How? Let me clear this. Law of segregation, you select the one plant, capital T and small t. We can't consider here the phenotype, fine? So, this produce the gametes. Two gametes. So, this is the plant, fine? And these are the gametes. Now you listen carefully. The plant consists both the genes for different contrasting traits. So the plant consists tallness gene, the gene for the tallness and the gene for the dwarfness. So both the contrasting traits are present here in the plant. But at the time of the gamete formation, only and only. So here we say that phenotype, that is tall plant. But here tall plant and dwarf plant. So for tallness and for dwarfness separately gametes are formed. So organism consists mixture of characters, but gametes consist only and only one, and that is pure character. That's why the law of segregation, it is also known as law of purity of gamete. So you have to write these two laws in monohybrid experiment when separately asked in the exam. Fine. So finally, monohybrid experiment whole topic is over.